What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. I appreciate you checking out this video. Today is going to be part 2 of my 2017-2018 Detroit Lions prediction video. Now, guys, before I said 10-6, and we're going to go through the games here. That's at least on what I'm looking at here. Based on the schedule here, I think we're pretty good about 10-6. Now that I've actually looked at the schedule and I kind of thought about it here and whatnot. Now, I have a bias against Detroit, or with Detroit, so it's got obviously I'm going to be biased here, but a lot of things are going to have to go in Detroit's way here, guys. We're going to have a good running game. We're going to have protection on the line and a good pass rush, and our rookies and stuff are going to have to play somewhat decent to get to 10-6, which I think is very doable, and we'll make the playoffs. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in here. Our first 4 are Arizona, at New York, Atlanta, and then at Minnesota. I think we'll go 2-2 here. I think our wins are against Arizona and Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's as good as what people think they are. And I think we lose New York. That's a Monday night game. And I think we lose to Atlanta at home. So that gets us right there at 2-2 going into the first quarter of the season. The next 4 are Carolina, at New Orleans, Pittsburgh, and then at Green Bay. I think, again, we go 2-2. I think we win against Carolina, we win against New Orleans, but we lose against Pittsburgh and Green Bay. So right there, we're at 2-2 again right there. That means we're 4-4. We're right at the 500 mark, which is probably right where most people are going to put us. Right at about the 500 mark going into halfway through the season. And then the last half of the season, I think we pick up momentum and we're kind of going towards a home stretch. Again, just my opinion. The next 4 we have Cleveland, Chicago, Minnesota, and Baltimore. I think we go 3-1. I think we beat Cleveland, we beat Chicago, we beat Minnesota, or we sweep Minnesota, and then we lose against Baltimore. I just think Baltimore is too good of a team to win against. Although if stuff goes Detroit's way, I think we might even be 4-0 there. So that gets us to 7-5. And then we go right again 3-1 right on the home stretch with a win against at Tampa Bay. We win at home against Chicago, at Cincinnati. I think we still win there, and then we lose against Green Bay, and I think Green Bay ends up winning the championship there because it's going to be between the lines and that. I just don't think the stigma of Aaron Rodgers is gone yet, but you guys never know about the season here, guys, and that gives us the 10-6. So I think 10-6 is very doable. I think a lot of people are kind of just shoving Detroit right off. I've seen one. Sports Illustrated had him at 9-7. NFL Network had him at 5-11, which to me, I don't even know how 5-11 even came to their brains. I haven't even watched a video on that on NFL Network to see how they did that. Although I don't know if they took all 32 teams and uploaded them on YouTube yet or not. I got to check out the NFL Network channel. I looked on ESPN; they didn't have one there either. But I think 10-6 is very doable, guys. But I'm going off of a lot of assumptions here. I think Matthew Stafford has to do well. The offensive line has to do well. The receivers have to do well. I mean, a lot of the stuff has to really come together for Detroit. If we have any injuries whatsoever, especially if Matt Stafford goes down for the end of the year, we're screwed. We very well could be 5-11 or even worse. Because you put, I don't even know who the backup is for the Lions. I'm guessing it's probably Dan Orlovsky, which I haven't been looking at any transactions or anything like that. Hell, I haven't even really looked at the roster. It's either him or Rudock are going to probably be the backups at Detroit if Stafford goes down. And God forbid he does go down. He's been on a pretty good roll lately about being healthy, even though he had his finger injury there. But I still consider that not really a big detrimental injury to Detroit. Yeah, I think it's doable, guys. I think Pittsburgh, New York, and Atlanta are probably going to be our tough games. I think Baltimore will be close. Both Green Bay games, we're going to get swept by Green Bay because that's just my own personal opinion. A lot of stuff has to go right for Detroit, guys. If anything falters, I think, and we're going into the last year of his Caldwell's contract. If he does bad, I don't think Quinn's going to ask him back. A lot of people have said the working relationship between Quinn and Caldwell has been good. Maybe behind closed doors it's a different story, although out into the media it seems to be good. I don't know, guys. We're just going to have to wait and see how this all pans out. Like I said, I think we're 4-4 at the halfway through the season. I think we break even going through 8 games, but then we're pretty awesome. We're going 6-2 at the end of the season. So if we go 6-2 at the end of the season, we got a hell of a lot of momentum going right into the playoffs, especially 10-6. So, and who knows, we may even get a divisional playoff if and a lot of stuff has to go right. We could be even 11-5, although 12-4 I think is probably out in la-la land for this thing. I think we could steal a win against Baltimore. That would be at 11-5. And I think that's going to be a close game. It's probably going to be a pick'em game for me. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. I know I kind of went through them kind of fast. I'll go over it one more time. Our home games are Arizona, Atlanta, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Minnesota, Chicago, and Green Bay. And our away games are going to be New York on Monday night. We play at Minnesota on October 1st. We play at New Orleans, obviously at Green Bay because they're a divisional rival. At Chicago, at Baltimore. We got to go to Baltimore. That's a toss-up game. We have to go down to Tampa Bay, and we have to be at Cincinnati. So I think 10-6 is very doable. That's just me. It's very doable for the Detroit Lions. I don't think it's any out of the realm of possibilities. But if injuries happen, I could see where it could sway over to 5-11 or 4-12, especially if Matthew Stafford gets injured early in the season and he's not able to come back. So, or any real injuries happen with the Detroit Lions. So, guys, we're just going to have to wait and see how the season comes out here, guys. I kind of wanted to get this video out here because I seen Man Beast Morris and I seen Hammer Down 48 have their videos, and they were kind of ranting a little bit. I don't think it's really ranting. I just think it's Detroit hasn't really gotten any respect for the last, goodness, probably 20 years or better. Probably going on 30 more or less. So no one should really be surprised by Detroit, everyone trying to put the Lions down towards the bottom of the division. But like I said, guys, we're in a contract year at Caldwell, and we're in a contract year for Matthew Stafford. Those are the two big contracts. We're going to have to wait and see how Detroit does at the end of the season and see if they stick around. So, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think Detroit's going to do better? Do you think they're going to do worse? Let me know down in the comments, and also do a like, subscribe as well. And as always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Take care.